All right, a chilly week ahead. Thank you so much, Justin. All right, let's go out to the movies now. Las Vegas film critic Josh Bell is here with the Big Bell Breakdown. There it is. Yes. How you doing? We have two movies to talk about today. The first seems really interesting, starring Natalie Portman. A different kind of sci-fi movie, right? Annihilation.
Annihilation, yeah. It's a sci-fi, some horror elements to this movie as well. It's based on an acclaimed novel that I actually read a few years ago before this was going to become a film by Jeff Vandermeer, although this movie changes a lot about the novel. And Natalie Portman is the leader, or a member rather, of a team of scientists and military members who go into this mysterious Area X, they call it, that's possibly some sort of alien infestation. It's they don't really know what it is in this nature preserve somewhere in the south. So they head in there to investigate and encounter all sorts of strange phenomena, mutated animals and strange growths, and they themselves kind of start to go a bit mad, as happens in movies like this, and maybe turn on each other. Jennifer Jason Leigh, Gina Rodriguez, Tessa Thompson play the other members of the expedition, and Oscar Isaac plays Natalie Portman's character's husband, who was on a previous expedition and came back, and something was not quite right with him. So
yeah, are they the protagonists all women here?
They're all women, on this expedition, and there's some flashbacks and exploration of her relationship with her husband as well, and he's an important element of the story too. But it's like I said, it has elements of horror. It has elements of sci-fi. It's definitely a strange, kind of slower film. I think if you're looking for action and lots of violence and excitement, this isn't quite the movie for you.
Got it.
But if you like to be challenged by science fiction movies and kind of wonder what is going on here, what's real, what's not, what is the meaning of things, it looks great. It has some really cool special effects. And I think it's hard to grasp at times, but worth the effort.
Kind of like, would I right to say, kind of like reminds me of almost Event Horizon. Remember that movie back in the day?
Yeah, I do. I like that movie, actually. Yeah, it's a little less horrific than Event Horizon. But yeah, a lot about what is the meaning of the universe kind of stuff.
All right, let's move on here to movie number 2. This looks potentially funny, right? Game night? Is this?
It should be funny.
Jason Bateman, right?
Yeah, Jason Bateman.
It should be, you said? It should be.
I would have liked it if it were funnier. Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams, they're a couple and they have a game night.
Yeah, I like both of them.
There you go. Yeah, they're likable characters in this movie, and they and some other couples, they get together to play games, but Jason Bateman's character, his brother, played by Kyle Chandler, who's this kind of smarmy, rich guy who's always one-upping his brother. He comes into town and he organizes this game night that's sort of like the movie The Game, if you remember from 10, 15 years ago with Michael Douglas, where it appears that there's crime and someone's been kidnapped and it's very serious, but it's a game. But is it really a game?
I see.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The answer to that question, far less interesting than it should be.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't feel like you care if it was a game.
I didn't really care. It didn't seem like the characters cared all that much. The jokes were kind of repetitive. It tries to mix action and crime stuff with the comedy, which I didn't think really worked. Jesse Plemons plays this kind of creepy neighbor character who was enjoyable to watch, but otherwise I think this is pretty forgettable.
All right, there you have it, the Josh Bell Breakdown.
All right,
As always, great job, Josh. Thank you. We'll be right back, everyone.